At the end of our motions, you can ask the question.
No, I want to ask the question now. We're talking about the motion.
All right, we're going to take a 5-minute recess, please.
A heated exchange. The Fresno City Council meeting turns into a verbal sparring match. Council members Garry Bredefeld and Chavez join us for a roundtable. Everything from the mayor's budget to paying off gang members to put down their weapons. President Trump launches his 2020 re-election on the heels of an illegal immigration roundup in California. Will it happen, or is it just political rhetoric? We head to the Capitol for the answer. And our all-star lineup of panelists for this week is ready for some political banter. Everything from should taxpayers chip in to pay off gang members to Congressman Jim Costa endorsing Kamala Harris for president. It's all on KC24, Sunday Morning Matters.
Now, from KC24, your local election headquarters, with your host, Alexan Balakian. This is Sunday Morning Matters.
And good Sunday morning to you. I'm Alexan Balakian. Sit back, relax, join the conversation on Twitter at RealAlexan. Use the hashtag Sunday Morning Matters. A lot to talk about, including state lawmakers pushing emergency legislation for those who want to buy a gun and ammo. But we begin with a very heated Fresno City Council meeting on Thursday.
I would like to address what the mayor said, and that's why I want to ask the budget analyst. I understand the motion is not going to pass, but I still want to ask a question.
Okay, at the end of our motions, you can ask the question.
No, I want to ask the question now. We're talking about the motion.
Right, we're going to take a 5-minute recess, please.
A heated exchange between Fresno City Councilman Garry Bredefeld and Paul Capriolio. Bredefeld looking to ask a question to the budget analyst. After the 5-minute recess, he was able to ask his question. But that's just one of many hot-button issues the council members continued to have verbal sparring matches over. The one making headlines, the proposal to pay gang members to put down their weapons. But there's more to this. Fresno City Councilman Miguel Arias wants to initiate Advanced Peace. It's designed to reduce gang violence by offering stipends and incentives to abandon the lifestyle. Arias wants to establish a 5-year plan for the program with more than $1 million worth of funding. On Thursday, the council voted 3-2 in favor of the program. Esmeralda Soria did not vote. Initial funding will be $200,000 for the first year.
If they can reduce losing one child to a drive-by in our community, it's worth the investment. The way the program works is a community organization and community leaders identify these individuals, sign them up for mentorship programs, for job programs, monitor them, make sure that they stay out of trouble.
Chief Jerry Dyer, Aaron Foster, and council members will have over the next 90 days to come up with a concrete plan of how it will be funded and how it will operate. So fresh off the vote, we bring in District 5 Fresno Councilman Chavez over here and District 6 Councilman Garry Bredefeld. Gentlemen, welcome to Sunday Morning Matters. How are you?
Great.
Well, Garry, I want to start with you because obviously you're very much against this. And this has been really a hot button issue. First, tell me, you heard Miguel Arias. If this saves one life, a child's life, it's worth investing in. Why don't you see it that way?
Because it's an absurd proposal and it's ineffective. You're basically asking a gang member or a criminal, here, we'll give you $500. Please don't hurt us. Please don't commit crimes. It doesn't even pass the giggle test. What we should be doing is hiring police officers, community service officers, 911 dispatchers. People are already waiting on 911 for 15 minutes. We need officers for the homeless task force. And instead, not funding one police officer, instead, we're going to commit $200,000 to ask criminals not to commit crimes. It's absurd.
So, Luis, you're hearing what Garry's saying. There's a little bit more to this. This is about a program that in other cities like Stockton, Richmond, Oakland, there is private funding for this, but how do we make sure taxpayer money is not going towards this?
So one of the directions that we gave was to actually come back in 90 days with a plan that addresses all those questions that are still unanswered. But, you know, we always think about law enforcement as the old traditional method of you arrest, prosecute, incarcerate, and you're removing that individual from society. Well, this is an alternative. I see it as an alternative model to what we've usually done, to where you have the workforce development piece and you also have the educational component. And I want to make make sure that we're clear. We're not paying people to not shoot someone. That's not what this is.
It's what it
We gotta be
sounds
clear.
like.
It sounds like it, but
Yeah.
that's not what this is. When you look at the actual plan and what the outcomes and measurable outcomes will be, is you're identifying a group of individuals that are involved in gang lifestyle. It's a war zone essentially out there, and you're removing them from there by giving them opportunities. That's the way I see it.
And a stipend if they continue within the program, whether that be $300, $500, or $1,000. Gary, I think one of the biggest beefs you may have is we're not seeing a whole lot of evidence that it works.
It will not work. And I tell you what, I have a great crime prevention program. Let's make our criminal laws strong instead of weakening them in Sacramento. When you commit a crime, let's actually arrest you and let's actually put you in jail, not just release you. Criminals know that in this state, there are no real penalties, there's no real accountability, and that's why they continue to commit crimes. And my good friend here, we differ on this because this is giving somebody money not to commit crimes, and it's a complete waste of taxpayer money.
So in 90 days, Luis, how is this going to look?
So that's what we're going to work with our community members that came in and requested this, along with the police chief, along with all the stakeholders. They're going to come back with a plan that addresses every single question, that has benchmarks, that has performance measurements within this. And just to touch a little bit on what my colleague, so we've actually been doing that traditional law enforcement model. We know that it costs upwards of $60,000 to incarcerate someone. We have individuals that are involved in shootings that are now in prison for life. How much does that cost for society, for families, for our community? And so if this saves one life, and we're looking at, this being a one-year deal with them actually showing that it works, I'm open to do that, and I think it's a savings.
I know you're open to doing it, and let me continue with you, Luis. Is it? I think some people are listening to this. Can we really have a gang member who is involved in this lifestyle, is all about retaliation, all about his brotherhood with these gangs and stuff like that? Can you really change them into thinking, hey, if you go through this program and we give you incentives, including some money down the road, you're going to stay in it and not go back on the street? Is that rehabilitation?
Well, it's redemption, and that's what I believe in. I think this is a redemption avenue for some folks, and I think, when you frame the question that way, you assume that these individuals are involved in gangs for that sole reason. But let's be honest, there are some neighborhoods in our city that are war zones, and so there are individuals that normally are good individuals but get sucked into this lifestyle. And so for those individuals that do want to get out and do want to have a pathway out, I think this provides an alternative. And again, if it works, let's look at it. But if it doesn't, then we're going to axe it.
Gary, your final word on it.
It doesn't work. It's been tried in other cities. I've spoken with people from the DA's office and their gang task force. They say it's ineffective. They say that people don't work with law enforcement. And again, I ask people to use your common sense. When you commit crimes, you need to be held accountable. Unfortunately, in this state, that's not what's happening. This is a complete waste of money, and the money should be used to hire police officers and community service officers and 911 dispatchers, not giving it to criminals and saying, please don't commit more crimes.
All right, we have a couple minutes left, and I do want to get to this. The mayor's budget, which you guys are taking a look at right now, and obviously this will fall into that 2020 budget. Garry, you called it, or I should say Mayor Brand called it the status quo budget. Are you happy with what you're seeing so far as this vote is coming up?
No, he should have called it the I'm ashamed budget, because he didn't put one police officer in it, not one community service officer, and he's doing it because he's expecting to go forward with a public safety tax. You don't know if that tax is going to pass, and so in the meantime, he's wasted a year not giving the police the resources to make us safe. Our biggest complaints we get from our constituents: homeless, encampments, panhandling, crimes. When the crimes occur, police don't come out, and instead, we're twiddling thumbs while Rome is burning. That's what he should have called it, the shameful budget.
Right now, you're in the minority when it comes to voting on the council at one point. So, Luis, do you feel the mayor's budget will pass? Will you vote yes on what he has in it right now?
So I'm actually on the negotiating team on the council, and we've actually gone through a lot of the expenditures, and we will whittle that down. We will have a balanced budget, but I think it does address the needs in the city. It's not perfect. It's not 100% there, but I don't think there's any budget across the state of California that 100% addresses everything. But we do have public safety. We've got investments in there there for some new CSOs. We've got investments in there for our fire department as well. We're building new fire stations. I think people want to see that in our community, and at the end of the day, we'll hash through all these 80+ motions that have been made on expenditures, because everybody has a wish list, right? But what's a want and what's a need in our city is always subjective, and we'll whittle that down, and at the end of the day, we will have a balanced budget.
Well, I look forward to you guys continuing to battle it out on council chambers.
Sure.
It's always fun to watch sometimes. You know what I'm
Sure
saying?
it is.
All right. Up next, we had the vote, right?